Hey y'all, Irix Guy here. Now that was an Australian didgeridoo, and actually to do that you don't blow, you vibrate your lips like this, and you move your tongue around your mouth to make all those cool sounds. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about mastering the dynamic personality. Now let's break it down by what dynamic means. Dynamic means changing. Now the reason this is important, and this is important for everyone, in the workplace, outside of the workplace, among groups of friends, online for that matter, everywhere, mastering the art of the dynamic personality will give everyone an edge everywhere. Now why it works so well is that people, if someone is predictable, there's no entertainment value. For example, a video game where someone's played the same video game 100 times, and they know every time they play that video game exactly what's going to happen when. There's no entertainment value to that. So the dynamic personality is important for people to possess because it's that unpredictable nature that gives the person with the dynamic personality the edge. Not only does it give the person with the dynamic personality the edge, because it makes them more likable by default. And the reason it does is that it enables people to constantly be entertained, because they never know what that person is going to do. So just everything, a good example is that someone that, let's say all they do is go out to eat, and they do exercise, and go to work, and that's it. You know, that person, it's pretty predictable. But you throw some other things into the mix, just like random day-to-day routines. Just mix it up. You know, maybe play tennis one day, maybe play golf the next, maybe even break out a didgeridoo. And I can't play this didgeridoo that well because I'm not from Australia. But just the randomness, and it makes people hard to read. So especially if you're in a sales type position, because salespeople, they always take advantage of the person that's an easy read. So that person that's a dynamic personality, you're constantly going to confuse that salesperson. And it gives the person with the dynamic personality an edge. So it comes a point in time where that salesperson will probably just give up and give them probably an offer that, you know, because they can't even figure them out, so they're just going to give an offer that they probably wouldn't extend otherwise if they could better read that person. And the dynamic personality also works when people are dealing with difficult people, so difficult personality types. If someone is dealing with people with difficult personality types, the person that possesses the dynamic personality is going to have the edge. And the reason they're going to have the edge is because the other people, the difficult people, they don't know they don't know what the person's thinking. The dynamic personality type person rather. And it confuses them, and it frustrates them. And it's so funny because just when, and that's the art of, this is going to go into mastering the art of the dynamic personality type. So if there is someone that believes they finally figured out that person with the dynamic personality, they think they finally figured them out, then the person with the dynamic personality even changes up more. So they change their personality even more to create even more confusion. So then the person with the difficult personality type's like, well, wow, I just had them figured out. Now they've changed this, that, and the other. I can't figure them out. And it'll frustrate the heck out of people. And I'm not saying that people should use the art of mastering the dynamic personality type to frustrate people. No, that's not the purpose. The ultimate purpose of mastering the dynamic personality type is to be able to win, to be on the top in any environment. This environment could be a social setting. This environment could be online. This environment could be the workplace. This environment could be anywhere for that matter. So this dynamic personality type putting this to use in any type of setting will benefit. Excuse me, I got hiccups. So you didn't see that coming. But the person benefiting, the person using the dynamic personality skills, that person's always going to be in charge. And another thing to remember, not only mixing up the routines and everything that people would expect, but also asking a lot of questions. So someone that masters a dynamic personality type and they also ask a lot of questions, that gives them even a greater edge. Because one thing to remember, in any type environment, excuse me, the person asking the questions is always in control. And it's just a good technique. So if you're always changing your personality so that you can't be figured out, and just when people think they figured you out, shift it up some more, and then ask a lot of questions, that person, the dynamic personality person, is always going to rule. And that's just something to remember. And I wish I had more specific examples. If you know, I'd welcome your feedback, not only to this video but to all my videos. I just wanted to share this just to kind of get the thought processes going. Because have you ever sat down and thought about that? It's like, well, you know, how could I become more effective in day-to-day life? And then you've probably, most everyone's pondered that question. So if you ponder that like I have in the past, and then you combine that with mastering the art of the dynamic personality, and you start putting those, putting that technique to the test and trying to constantly improve the dynamic personality skills to become a master at it, you're going to notice everything. Every environment you're in, you're going to notice that, you know, without saying a word, you know, without trying to toot your own horn or be cocky or whatever, you're going to quickly understand that you're the boss of the situation wherever you go. And that's when you know that you've mastered the art of the dynamic personality. So I really thank you for watching this video. Again, I welcome your feedback, and I welcome your subscriptions. Your subscriptions are youtube.com/IrixGuy. And I'll continue to post new videos here on a regular basis. I know I've already had a lot of video views. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of the subscriptions so far. I'm ready to, at the time of posting this, I haven't broken 1,000 subscribers yet. But I want to bust through that. And I want to bust through several million video views. I think right now I'm around close to 1.3 million combined video views. But I want to get a lot more. But in closing, I'll send you off with an Australian didgeridoo. Surprisingly enough, mastering the art of the dynamic personality is a lot easier than mastering the art of the didge, dude. Y'all have a good day.